You dumbass of the day.
Whack, 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 whack.
When I came up, dude, football was it was gladiated. It was angry. It was angry. It was just like when we hit somebody. When I played, if you hit somebody and he didn't get up, like we didn't hold hands with the with the other team and pray, like hold hands and everyone prays for him to get up. We used to do a Indian, like sell a hump dance circle around, like and be like, and our crowd's like, he's paralyzed. That's right. We be looking for his mother crying, be like, that's right, lady. That's what you get for letting him out here with killers. He can't even wiggle his toes. Take his socks. Take his socks. We would tie his socks around our helmet for the next week. Like the next team, they knew, oh, that's the team that be tying paralyzed socks around their helmets to scare them next week. And then it ain't like we were thinking about harming somebody. It's just that's what we did.
Dumbass of the day. 93.3 KZOZ.
It wasn't soft in Philadelphia last week when the Eagles had their parade. There was nothing
Major, right? I mean, they were giving out, Budweiser was going to give out free Bud Lights.
That happened just fine. Dilly Dilly was all about it.
Oh, Dilly Dilly Nation. Dilly Dilly. I'm sad. I think Dilly Dilly's going to go away now.
Yeah, I saw great fake. Yeah, because it's 15 minutes is come and gone.
Yeah, I'm going to try to keep it alive.
And of course, like you did with WhatsApp.
No, I didn't do that.
Get her done.
Get her done. Yeah. So I was not a WhatsApp guy.
You still really pound that get her done.
Yeah, get her done is
from time to time.
No, there's no lifespan on get her done.
You'll hearken back to 2002 every once in a while. I'd be like, get her done.
Get her done.
And I'm like, yeah,
you gotta say it like that.
16 years ago.
Like you didn't say what's up. You said what's up.
They got real dirty down at the parade.
Remember the guy eating horse poop?
Yes.
That wasn't during the parade though. That was just after they won the Super Bowl and you
a little bit more civil,
inebriated.
A little bit more civil. I don't know how I feel about this because I think I could have seen myself doing this if put in the same situation. A lot of Philadelphia fans were taking their deceased relatives who were also Eagles fans to the game.
And you mean their ashes to the game?
In an urn, yeah. And spreading the ashes along the parade route.
Bringing bodies. I mean, that's
gross. But it's Philly fans.
I know it's wild in Philly. But
yeah, exactly. You're like, oh, wait, they were taking the carcasses? Oh, but it was Philadelphia. Oh, okay. I see what you're talking about.
Don't worry about my Uncle Bernie here. He's fine.
Yeah. They were asking Eagles fans, I guess, this made the news rounds during the parade. So people are going up to the fans. Well, I don't know if this is totally legal. Is spreading the ashes, human remains in the public like that. But, I mean, I think that they're just...
No, I don't think it is. I don't think you're supposed to do that.
Totally letting it go. I mean, was this because This Is Us? And it was on after the Super Bowl. Everybody got the idea?
Yeah. Have you ever spread ashes?
No.
I've never spread ashes.
I have been at a ceremony in which
they did.
So it was my wife's grandma, right? I never met her, and her uncle was the closest of the offspring to his mother, and he lived on the property with his mother. This is up in Oroville, and she had chickens, and he starts spreading the ashes. God.
Oh,
this is like something you see in a movie.
Oh,
okay,
come on, are you serious?
He starts spreading the ashes, and
the chickens are running free.
And he starts spreading them over the chicken coop. And he said, "Well, this is where Mom liked to come out in the morning, and she would feed her chickens." So he started spreading out. But this enraged other members of the family because
the chickens were eating the ashes.
No, the chickens. That's where they poop. Right?
Oh, yeah, sure.
They poop in the coop. So they're like, "Hey, what are you doing, Bill? You're spreading them in a bunch of chicken crap."
Yeah.
And then my father-in-law.
Billy goes, oh,
my father-in-law, it's not even his side of the family, it's his wife's side of the family. It's my mother-in-law's side of the family. He's like, "Yeah, Bill, don't spread a bunch of chicken crap." And then they start yelling at each other, and it becomes this like big fight.
When you first said chickens, I thought maybe the chickens came running and started eating the ashes.
So I walked away. I just was one of those walked away because I was cracking up laughing.
Now, was he using his hand or a spoon?
He was using his hand.
Okay, because I think that's what you're supposed to do. I actually had a friend who had their dog cremated. I had my dog cremated too, but he actually carried his dog with him and would spread her ashes at different places because his dog was always with him. So one day, we've been drinking, and he goes, "Put your hand out." And he rubs it into my palm.
Nice.
And he goes, "You know what that is?" I went, "Oh, God, please don't tell me it's your dog." He goes, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Okay, well, I like this dog." And it was fine. I went to the bathroom, washed my hands, but I don't know what the purpose of that
lost
was.
His dog out
But
to
apparently
sea.
that was a moment because his dog, we were at a hotel that his dog used to like to swim in the pool at. So
one fan.
that is weird to spread the ashes.
No, we're getting to the dumbass portion of this. One fan flew from Tampa to Philadelphia for the parade.
Oh, wow.
To spread his grandfather's ashes at the parade. But it's what his grandfather would have wanted, right? It's strange to me. I don't know. It's just strange to me that anybody would go to those extents.
I don't know why it's that strange. I
don't want to. Let me just lay it out right now. Okay?
You would fly somewhere for somebody's memorial, right, or funeral?
Yes.
If it was a family member, but they were going to do it at the game. It's the Super Bowl. He was probably a huge fan.
Can I make it easy for my family members right now? I want to be cremated, right? Whatever's easy for you. That's where I want to be spread.
Oh, really? You don't have a place you want to be spread?
Don't make a grand big deal about it. I thought I had a place I wanted to be spread, but you know what? Whatever. Whatever is easy for you. You come up with the idea.
No, I want to be spread in Hell's Canyon. So
you want to be told what to do.
Mine's kind of a, me. This might be a little diva-esque, but
yes.
I don't want to. I don't need to have a funeral and all that.
Quite literally is the hardest place to get to in America that Jeremy wants his ashes spread.
You fly up there, you drive down. It's about a 2-hour drive. You get in a boat. It's about a 4.5-hour boat ride.
It's really convenient.
Up a river. You have to only have somebody who knows what they're doing.
Or you can drive there. It only takes you 26 hours from here.
And there's this special place called Pine Bar, and I want my ashes spread on the beach there. That's where I want them. Not in the river, on the beach. Up on the hill a little bit. Right below where the trees are that we all used to take a dump. Make sure my wife doesn't spread them where we took a dump.
The dumbass of the day today is only going to be coming from me. Because obviously you have a different point of view on this one. But it is, I believe that people need to rethink their motives when leaving their wishes to their loved ones. Like how many Philadelphia Eagles fans are like, "Son, when I go, take me to the Eagles' first parade." So then you're obligated to take them to the parade. Just say, I want to hear the story of the, "Hey, you just do whatever's easy for you, okay? When it comes to my memorial." Because that's you're inconveniencing your family.
Oh, they took the ashes to the parade, not the game. I'm sorry, I was thinking the game. But either way, it's
parade.
Where do you dump them in the parade? On the street?
Yeah. Street sweeper comes, takes care of it.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the best.
No legacy whatsoever.
I get it, but I don't know if that's the best. Maybe you take them. I don't know. That is kind of weird.
Don't overemphasize your ashes on society after you're dead and gone. That's what I'm saying. Okay.
We're gonna give them to Nick Foles.
I'll give him.
Throw them on Nick Foles.
I'll just
give Nick Foles an ash bath.
You know what? That drain right out there in the parking lot looks good to me, Jeremy. Whatever's easiest for you. Congratulations to all those that have the lofty demands for their remains. You are you're just Jeff's.
Dumbass of the day. It's Jeff and Jeremy in the morning. 93.3 KZOZ rocks.
Listen, I knew we were going to do that as Dumbass of the Day last week.
Yeah.
Because it didn't make the cut on Friday. Oh, I wanted to talk about this still. So that's why we put up a question on Facebook over the weekend. And I was fishing. I was trolling. I was doing a little.
What did you get over the weekend?
Well, I put up on Friday before we left. I said, hey, if you want to be cremated or if you're going to be cremated, where's your final destination going to be?
Right.
0% of the respondents on the Facebook post, both on KZOZ.com and on our own Facebook page, said, whatever's convenient for my family. everybody takes their own demise a little bit more seriously.
It's your final request.
It's your legacy. What's your legacy?
No, I didn't
Like
say
the
legacy.
beach?
I said it's your final request. It's the final thing that you can ask somebody to do for you.
Isn't it the most selfish thing that we could do as people?
It's selfish
on
if
the
you
planet?
said, "Hey, I need you to fly to South Africa and
essentially
bury
are.
me with the Bushmen of Kalahari."
You essentially are, okay?
No.
You are essentially saying, I need you to go to the most inconvenient corner of the
I
Pacific
want
Northwest.
my family and friends. You've been there. No one else has. My wife has not been there.
Which
My
then
parents have
dubs
not
me
been
as
there.
being a part of the process.
You don't have to go. You've been there. I just want my
I
parents.
gotta tell somebody how to get there, right?
I want my wife and I want my parents because everybody's always asked me, like, you've done this trip for 20 years. I realize it's fun, but God, is it really that? And I want them to understand why I do this, why I have done it for my whole life. Hopefully it's not soon. Hopefully it's later. And if they're still alive, my parents, I want them to,
Hopefully
to take
you
this
outlive,
ride.
Hopefully you outlive me, okay? Hopefully you outlive me because I don't want to
Do you
have.
feel obligated to go?
I don't want to have to be hey, okay, you want me to go up there too? Because I know it's not easy to get to. It's not an easy place to get to, and I'd have to go with them. And that's not a leisure trip. That's a trip with a lot of strings attached. Here I am, mourning your loss, traveling with your family to a remote corner of the Pacific Northwest. It requires a lot of time equity, a lot of emotion equity.
From here, you'd have to fly to Seattle, and then you'd have to hop a flight to Pullman, Washington.
I think you're doing this as payback, to be
take
honest.
a 2-hour drive. For what?
I think you're doing it as payback because sometimes you accuse me of being a jerk to you over the years. I think this is your.
You said you don't have to go.
This is your ultimate. Yeah, you say that, but you know that when your family comes running to me and they're like, "We have no idea where this place is," I'm like,
you have to get on a boat. It's a 4.5-hour ride. It's a rough ride because you're going up a river. You're going up river,
Time,
and you're going to go
energy,
through class 3,
funding.
4, and even class 5 rapids to get there. Yeah. And you have to go with somebody who knows what they're doing, and And I've gotten a boat accident on this river, and it was like we gotten a bad boat accident where we could have sank the boat, but the guy got the boat.
Too bad
we
the
were
thing
stranded.
the deed just didn't get taken care of right then and there, right?
But I mean, it's God's country. They call it Hell's Canyon. It's the deepest canyon in North America, Jeff. It's deeper than the Grand Canyon. It's over 8,000 feet at its highest point. I mean, it's a special place for me, and I just want people that care about me, and that's not going to be that many. Maybe I can count them on one hand. I don't know, maybe two. But we'll go and we'll have a moment. You don't have to go because you've been there. You already know what this place is.
I know I've been there, but how am I going to tell people how to get to?
My wife knows who to contact.
Okay, there's others?
Yeah.
There's other good.
Well, our friend Jeff that lives up there, I've told him. I already told him. I said this is what's going to happen.
I can send flowers in lieu of?
Do not send flowers.
Okay, can I send, in lieu of flowers, can I send donations to something?
I don't care what
Let
you
me
do.
know. Lay it all out here right now so I know what I'm going to get to.
That.
Okay?
I'll work on that.
I made a mistake earlier, and I said that out of all the people that commented on cremation, everybody had a grand place that they wanted to be spread when we asked the question last week. And this morning, we talked about it a little bit earlier on. And that was that nobody said, just put me wherever. It doesn't matter. Whatever's works for you. We got something close to that. Okay. In Michael said, whichever way the wind blows, he can be spread. Whichever way the wind blows, just spread me whichever way the wind blows. And that's where I sit with the whole cremation.
Yeah, I know you don't care, but
I want
most
it to be
people
easy
want
on y'all.
Most people have a place they want to go, right?
Mount Everest. Thanks, Adam. That should be easy.
Adams. Why are Adams so high maintenance? Here's Cat, just the ocean. That's not bad, especially if you live here. Now, if you live in the Midwest, that could be a little bit of a...
The Trinity Alps. Karen, good job. That's going to be an easy one.
See, Mount Everest is much further than what I want to do on a river in Idaho. I want to be spread on the beach on a river in Idaho. That's completely different than going up to Mount Everest. Yosemite. It's usually a place where somebody really had a good time.
Jeremy wants to keep it pretty easy, but then make it super difficult. He says, okay, I want half my ashes scattered somewhere on a beach anywhere in the 805. Okay, cool. Easy enough, Jeremy. I say Jeremy because it's spelled with an O in the middle of it.
Oh, that's how you say it then, Jeremy.
Jeremy.
And then the other half scattered to the wind off the north shores of Norway. Thanks. So it's only going to cost me $6,000 to take you there.
But, I mean, come on. Once the person is gone, we don't really have to do. I mean, if it's ridiculous, you're like, you know what? How about Mount Shasta instead of Mount Everest?
What if their spirit knows on Mount Everest? Are you kidding me, dude?
Yeah.
Like a place that like 0.00005% of the population can even get to. You want your ashes spread up there? Thanks, Adam. That's good. That's going to make it super easy on everyone.
Buddies? Well, mostly. Jeff and Jeremy in the morning. 93.3 KZOZ FM San Luis Obispo rocks.